It's time for the Portal review for the Nintendo Switch. I remember watching the first teaser trailer for this game back in 2006 when I was a junior in high school, and my reaction was something like, whoa! I got the game a few years later on PC, and seeing this on a Nintendo console is quite surreal. Is this Switch Portal worth it? Let's find out. You begin by waking up as an unknown character in a small locked room with a robotic voice greeting you. Once the door opens, you find that you're in a testing facility and that you must make your way through using provided portals. After completing a few chambers, you acquire a portal gun which lets you create portals yourself so long as the surface area of where you're firing will allow portals to be created. As you progress through, the test chambers become more advanced and complex and will force you to think strategically. You must think with portals. The gun can only create one portal, but each opening, represented by a blue or orange outline, can of course be in two separate areas, so it looks like two portals can be active at once. One of the tricks is that you have to remember which portal to shoot, blue or orange, based on the portal you just entered. If it's your first time playing, it can honestly take some getting used to remembering which portal you need to shoot next, because shooting the wrong one can mess up your plans or even kill you. Some chambers have deadly turrets waiting for you, but if you know how to maneuver around them, they won't bite. Other chambers have sludgy water below that will kill you if you take a wrong step. The punishment for dying isn't that severe, as the game will just reload your last save point, which is usually the beginning of a chamber, or sometimes right where you left off. Be careful though, as when your character reloads, they might have a bit of forward momentum right at the edge of a cliff, which will send you off before you even have time to react. This couldn't have been intentionally programmed, so unfortunately you might have to deal with it. There are 19 chambers, and each one on average should only take you a few minutes to complete. To avoid spoilers for those who haven't played it, I'll just say something goes wrong along the way and your character is forced outside of the test chambers, and your goal is to find a way out using the portal gun, and this is where the game gets quite fun. Throughout the entirety, the robotic voice talks to you and can be quite humorous in between its mysteriousness.
As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
The turrets are also funny.
Target lost. Self-test error. I don't hate you.
These personalities greatly enhance the overall charm of the game. The graphics look just as good as they did on PC. Perhaps by today's standards it's not up to par, but who really cares? The controls are pretty standard, but customization is allowed, which was appreciated. The only major flaw of the game I found was the load times. I remember when I played this on PC, there would be some longish load times, but nothing too bad. The Switch version, however, has several load points where I thought the game crashed because of how long it took to load the next area. Seriously, this one right here took 52 seconds with no indication that progress was being made, and I almost restarted the game, but it loaded up at the last second. There were other points of long loading times sprinkled throughout, which unfortunately just removes the player from the immersion. A minor flaw was that the frame rate would hiccup every now and then, but this was usually due to the game loading the next areas. I remember the PC version being like this, and it's just odd that Valve didn't iron out these issues of a game released, at the time of this review, 16 years ago. The game is quite short. It'll only take you around 2 hours to beat, but this is a great example of quality over quantity. There are quite a few bonus test chambers you can play with custom goals you can set, such as the number of steps you take or how many portals you create. Various achievements are available as you play through, and there's also developer commentary in each level, which is a nice addition. The Switch version is a part of a bundle pack that also includes Portal 2, and at a base price of only $20 for both, it's definitely worth it, and even more so if you can get it on sale. It's still really cool to me that it's even available on a Nintendo console, and besides the long loading times between various test chambers, it's a good port of a very unique and fun game. This game gets a 4.25 out of 5 with the title of Awesome.